Well, good morning everybody and welcome to another video. So in this video it's a little bit different. I'm actually on my way to meet a fellow van Hymer Crossover owner. 3 or 4 weeks ago I put out a video saying that I had the van, and the response has been really lovely on YouTube and in the internet. And but I did get an email from someone who said basically he's got the exact same van as me. If you need any like tips and tricks and all this sort of stuff, he's got loads of contacts, let him know. So I said, well, do you fancy actually hooking up and meeting and talking about the vans? And he was like, yes. So we're meeting in the New Forest and we're going to be seeing about his van, and because he's really kitted up his van, so it should be a really good thing to see, and I'll get loads of ideas all I can do to my van. So anyway, we're going to see another, well, not another Benny because there's only one Benny, but another black Hymer Crossover. Should be very interesting.
I'm Jamie. I've never been a 9 till 5 guy, and seeking out new experiences has always called to me. Whether it's micro or something a bit bigger, join me on my next adventure.
Yeah. Woke up this morning, now watch me step. The week was murder, I'm gonna get rid of the stress. I'm feeling lighter, I'm finally feeling like I can breathe. The night is calling, tension, gonna blow in a breeze.
So this is Micheal. He's a co-Hymer owner.
Correct.
Exactly the same year.
Yep.
Exactly the same colour. So let's go and have a little look around your van and what you've done, and see if I can get some ideas about what to do with Benny as well. Let's start from the start, from the front. So what is this winch and bumper you've got here? Did you say the bumper came with the van when you bought it?
Yeah, so the bumper I bought from the guy that used to own it. These CA tune, these are all from America.
From America. So have we've got to import it every single time?
Yes.
Yeah.
So there's quite a lot of cost for import.
Yeah. Taxes
and everything like that. So I'm not too sure on the costs. I don't think they're cheap.
Because I'd like to get that for Benny. But that's sort of probably down the line, I would have thought.
Yeah, I mean, you can add all of these as of when. You know, you don't need to do everything all in one hit. I'm just doing bits and pieces myself now.
But that came with the van when you bought it, did it? Yeah.
Yeah, and the laser lights came with the van. I added the laser lights on the bonnet. And I've just taken the old worn winch out, coming from an off-road background.
Yeah. So this is a new winch.
This is called a red winch.
Red winch.
Based in the UK. Absolutely phenomenal bit of kit. And this is all wired up to an ARB compressor underneath the bonnet.
Oh, okay.
Which then is controlled all from the Garmin tread.
Oh,
so
wow.
I can turn all the compressor, and I can pull the winch out.
Yeah, all from the. But you got a remote control of the winch as well, haven't you?
Yeah, so there's a remote control in there, and everything is like, if I get stuck, I can just be nice and comfortable, and you can pull me out.
Yeah, exactly. These are very handy for recovery, aren't they, as well, and goes with it. See, that's why I haven't got yet on Benny, as you can probably tell. I need to think of some recovery gear and stuff. Although if we could go away on a trip together, you can save me, can't you?
Yes, I will. Yeah. Well, you save me.
Yeah, exactly. So that's good. So
then you've got the Baja lights there.
Baja lights, and they're sort of yellowy.
These I've just had. I've done myself. And of course you've got all the Sabre equipment. I yet need to buy the Sabre full recovery gear.
Right.
It's very expensive, but that's just,
you get what you pay for though, don't you?
Of course.
So you've got the laser lamps here as well. Was that on the van when you bought it, or did you install these?
Yeah, this one I've had installed as well.
I'd like some of those.
Obviously the lights on the top, as you can see,
they hook up all together, do they?
They're all together, but I can turn them all on individually on individual buttons from the Garmin, turn them all on and all off. So very convenient, obviously.
Wow. Cool. Going around the side, so different tyres.
They're fairly big.
Yeah, they are big. So, but they're all-terrain KO2s as well.
Yeah, all-terrain.
They're just bigger, aren't they?
What are they? 116, 113. They're the tyres.
Yeah.
They were on here.
Oh, were they? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't add these. These were on.
But with alloy wheels.
When I bought it, the plan for the future, or February, I've got a little trip to Switzerland, and a company are putting the 6.3 Falcon
in there.
Suspension in there, alongside with the rally struts as well.
That'll be immense. So just, I'm not really sure, but I sort of know. But what are the benefits of putting the the bigger suspension? I've heard it sort of helps sway.
Yeah,
as
so
well.
I find this very swayy. It's quite high with the bigger wheels. It is stable, but I noticed when I picked it up, it was a windy day, and I was blowing all over the place. But also, I'd like to take it off-roading and just experience.
Is it that suspension that you can sort of go in? I've watched videos like Living the Van Life, and you can go in and you can change the settings on it for different, like road or off-road. Yeah,
you've got 3 settings. I'm not too sure what 1 to 3 does. I think 1 might be road and 3 is off, or 3.
I'm sure they'll tell you once you get it installed.
Once it's all installed. But it's just more comfort that you just add in to the van, and I think because the van it's quite heavy now, it's dropping a bit on the back, so it needs it needs a
bit of a lift.
It needs the lift with the heavy springs on as well. We'll just level it out and make it a lot more comfortable to
moving
drive.
on, you got these fitted as well, did you? The steps?
Yes, yeah, I fitted these.
Yeah,
really handy. I mean, I'm 6'3".
It's a high van,
and even I find it struggling to get in. These are from Dutch van parts.
Yeah, the same with my wheel carriers, Dutch van parts.
So very good.
I've got the stick-on Max Tracks with the magnetic mounts.
Waffle boards, they're really good.
Yeah, Mark IIs. That's good.
And then if you, on the roof there, I've just had the Starlink Mini.
The Starlink, yeah.
So that's really good. Starlink Mini to anywhere in the world, which is really quite cool.
That'll be great for working remotely. I think that's something that I could do with getting, but the motorhome Wi-Fi would do for now.
Yeah.
So on the back, what have you got? Got a box, one of these plastic boxes and a steel box.
Yeah, it's got a DAC and box rather on there. Obviously a little shovel.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure on the brand of this one. These were on when I bought it, with the laser lights at the back.
Oh yeah. They're
really good for.
They'd be really handy for campsites and
for camping and even reversing. Because the reversing lights that we have here are
not great, are they?
A bit naff. So not done an awful lot on the back. I've added. Excuse the mess.
Oh yeah.
I've added.
So you've got one of these pull-out drawers. That'd be really handy, actually.
Dutch fan parts again.
We've already pulled it out and we got it stuck a little bit, so we won't pull it out.
Yeah, so I'll leave it just in case I don't want to fancy driving home with the doors wide open.
And your ARB compressor that you had in that box is now under the bonnet, isn't it?
Now under the bonnet, and also what I also added to the bonnet were bonnet gas struts as well.
Yeah.
Really quite a good idea.
Because I'm thinking about getting the ARB compressor, but not getting it installed to start with, just having it in the box.
Yeah, so, works both ways.
Yeah.
I've got the outlet down there for the for the compressor.
Yeah, and the cables.
I can deflate and air up pretty easily. So yeah, it's just it's an all round.
It's nice you've got the rear like tow and recovery steps and things at the back, which is I haven't got any of that yet, so that's something else to do. Yeah, I think I want to get one of those big plastic boxes for the back.
Yeah, I don't think they're entirely waterproof.
Are they not?
Although
that's not a problem because you're not going to put in
stuff.
Maybe, I don't know. I've been looking at other ones.
Yes.
I have to look on eBay. Oh, have you got the longest step here?
Yeah, so you get the longest step in there, and that is
That's good. Handy.
designed to obviously get in the side door and.
So where I've got
stuff.
the actual, what's it called, the pull-out step.
Yes.
On mine.
Yeah, so that got deleted.
Because of that? Or?
No, it got deleted before the guy that owned it.
Oh, okay.
For ground clearance. And then you got obviously the rear diff.
Oh yeah, let's just quickly look at that. So let's look at the rear diff, which is that thing. There's my finger there. And if I go over to my vehicle, you can see my diff hasn't got there like a cover on it. So I definitely want to get a cover for my diff because that's expensive if it goes wrong, isn't it?
Yeah, well, the last guy experienced that unfortunate cost, hence the reason why he decided to put one of those diff covers on. You know, we want to take this off-roading.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it just makes sense just to cover all angles.
Yeah, exactly. So I need to get, say, a bill box for this. You can see the step that I've got on my one. It's just one of those like electric steps that comes out, where Michael's got the sort of bull bar sort of steps there, which I like actually, very nice. Or the wind deflectors on the window. I think I need to get these as well. Let's just say thanks to Michael for letting us see around his van. Are you excited?
Yeah, excited, yeah. Like I say, it goes in next month for the suspension. And also...
So you're driving to Switzerland?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. And also, I'm getting the ARB rear locker.
Oh, okay, for the diff.
As well, so they're both doing it at the same time. I'm going to drive there.
So does that mean you can so you can lock the diff?
So I can lock the diff, and then that obviously just makes your life.
So it's not automatic, basically, is it? Because at the moment the vans do it by themselves.
That's it. Yeah.
Where you can press a button.
Yeah.
With a new one. Yeah.
Works off of the ARB compressor, and that can all be wired into the Garmin as well.
Yeah. That'll make a hell of a difference off-roading, I think.
It's just, you know,
or more peace of mind.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. But apart from that, I think the van's done.
I've got a lot to do. Although, I think for me it's bit by bit, because it's a lot to do, all of it, isn't it?
Yeah.
At once.
Yeah, I mean, I've done this over 3 phases.
Yeah. I've just done phase 1 of mine. I think phase 2 might come in a few months' time.
I think there'll be a few more.
Yeah.
And I've got one last phase where I'm going to put another roof rack
on.
Oh yeah,
you said, yeah.
So.
And I didn't even realise that you could put roof racks because they're pop-top roofs to add, 2 more berth, and I didn't even realise you could do that. So that's interesting.
Yeah.
It'd be good for a paddleboard up there. I've got a paddleboard. I'd like to do more paddleboarding.
But then you can have a side ladder on there as well.
Side ladder.
Just obviously makes it a bit easier to get up.
Of course, yeah.
At the moment, you've got to stand on here and just climb yourself up there.
Yeah.
But, this is the first camper van I've ever owned.
But it's quite a learning curve, isn't it? There's a lot to learn, isn't there, about camper vans?
Very, very much so.
And even more to learn about off-roading camper vans as well.
Yeah.
Because we were talking about winterising it earlier, weren't we?
Yes.
And just getting the water to work.
Yeah.
It's just one of those.
It's running the pumps and the thermostat's cutting out. But in the 2 months that I've owned it, I've thoroughly enjoyed myself and really looking forward to the adventures ahead of us.
Well, thanks, mate, for letting us see your van.
Thanks for the invitation.
I'm sure we'll be doing some adventures together because we've got to, haven't we?
Yes.
It's like two vans.
Be rude not to.
Yeah, exactly.
Gonna throw my clothes on, tell my crew what's up. Just wanna party, ain't nobody looking for love. The music's pop.
Well, I'm back in Benny now, and Michael's just left, and that was such a great meet-up with a Hymer crossover owner. Really unexpected, really cool guy. I know we're going to be doing some adventures together. In fact, as we've said, when he comes back from Switzerland and he's got his new suspension and things, we're going to head to Wales or somewhere like that for a few nights and yeah, have a little tour in the vans, maybe do some off-roading. And it'd be very handy for me to have someone that has a winch and some you know, some gear that I can push this van a little bit as well. So again, thank you, Micheal, for joining me on this video. I really do appreciate it. Thanks to everybody else if you've watched this far. I really do appreciate it. Hope you've got something out of it. As always, please like and subscribe and all those YouTube things if you want to, of course, but it really does help the channel. What else to say? There's adventures coming. I'm really looking forward to, you know, this year. And by the way, I thought I'd mention as well that I do these videos to promote getting into the outdoors, you know, healthy living, all this sort of stuff. These vans are to get us, or me, in places that I can go hiking and, you know, camping in beautiful areas, all this sort of stuff. And in 2025, my resolution to myself was to make a video a week. So if you like these sort of videos, camping, hiking, a bit of off-roading, hopefully soon, yeah, please do subscribe and follow the channel. I'd really appreciate it. And don't forget to follow the Jamie's Adventures Instagram as well, because these videos are always a little bit delayed, with the Instagram is much more up to date, especially with the stories and things. Anyway, thanks for watching. I shall see you in the next video.
Ain't nothing gonna stop me.